Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for clicking on today's video. Today we're going to be doing a video about Workhorse stock. Before I start the video, guys, please make sure to leave a like on the video below. Subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Join the family, guys. Let's go on our investor journey together. So today we see Workhorse stock currently up 16.70%, and Workhorse the last week has been doing absolutely amazing, up 32.95%. And a lot of people are wondering, what's going on with Workhorse? What's the sudden rally all about? If you guys don't know what Workhorse stock actually does, or Workhorse as a company, they produce EV delivery vans, which in my opinion is going to be a huge bullish industry. But aside from that point, the thing really surrounding Workhorse is the long-awaited USPS deal that's been delayed like 4 times already. Basically, if you guys don't know the schematics of the USPS deal, it's basically USPS wants to strike up a deal with Workhorse stock, or they're in talks of it currently. It's a $7 billion deal where USPS wants to basically buy 180,000 vehicles and replace them with Workhorse's stock EV vehicles. I do think Workhorse stock still is going to land the USPS deal, and we should be getting an answer very, very soon on that overall subject. It's kind of why the stock, really did have a big run up at first, but then kind of sank back down because the USPS deal did keep getting delayed. And I can understand with the whole COVID and stuff like that, a lot of deals have been underwater, and, I can understand that the time it's taking. But Workhorse, I think, is still going to land the USPS deal. The reason I think this is because Workhorse is the only company that's in talks with USPS that actually has an EV option ready to go. Yes, I know Ford is in talks with them as well, but they don't actually have the EV delivery vans already made. Versus Workhorse, they already do have the delivery vans made. They're certified, they've been on the road, they've seen miles. And if you guys don't know, Workhorse currently has 2 vans. It's a C650 and the C1000, 2 different types of delivery vans that do offer about a 300-mile range on a full charge, which is absolutely amazing. And I do think that Workhorse stock is going to land the USPS deal, but that's actually why Workhorse stock is up 32.95%. The reason is because Workhorse actually just got a huge truck order, which is absolutely good news. And, and if you guys don't know, so Pride Group Enterprises, they operate, retail and rental truck locations in the US and Canada. And they ordered 6,300 delivery vans, which is just absolutely amazing. And it's between now and July of 2026. And it's 5 times the backlog Workhorse has for its C650 and the C1000, which is absolutely amazing. So I love that Workhorse is still doing what it's doing best, producing and trying to make business with other clients and other customers, which in my opinion is what I love the most. A lot of people really discount a Workhorse stock because the USPS deal, just kept getting delayed. But for me, I've always told people I do think Workhorse stock is a good buy. Even at $27.60, I do think Workhorse stock is a good buy. And the reason I think this is because Workhorse stock is entering a very bullish industry. Now, everything I say in my videos is not financial advice. It's just my personal opinion, but you guys have to take a look at it from the bigger perspective. We have seen the EV market time and time again. It's really starting to evolve. It's really starting to grow. We have seen the massive gains that a lot of EV companies basically have taken this year, and we have seen that a lot of them are coming out. They're starting to IPO because people know that battery power is going to be the future, and that battery power is probably going to be carrying us over the next couple of decades. You have seen the success of Tesla, NIO, XPeng, all of these big time EV companies, and it's going to be the same from Workhorse. Looking at the 5-year chart here, this thing did IPO, I believe, sometime in 2015, but currently up 226%. And looking at the 1-year chart, it looks absolutely beautiful, up 754.49%. And, Workhorse has been a huge growth stock. Looking at the 3-month chart, looks pretty decent, up 21%. And the 1-month chart, it is up 28.43%. So the overall growth of the company is very, very consistent. But I do think that people should pick up Workhorse stock right now, $27.60. For me, my personal position on Workhorse, I own about 100 shares. Now, I did take a relatively small position because I am invested in a lot of other EV companies like Ideanomics and NGA and CIIC, but there's always a place in my heart for Workhorse because I do know that what Workhorse actually offers is a very good industry, and it's going to be a very explosive industry. Like I said, time and time again, we have seen the EV market starting to evolve, the EV market really starting to mature, and the fact that Workhorse is in talks with USPS on a $7 billion deal looks very good for the stock itself. But I love that Workhorse stock is still doing its own thing on the side, making deals, and Workhorse actually does have deals with a few other companies. So it's not like Workhorse is just super reliant on this USPS deal. Yes, it is going to make a big difference, but it's not the only difference, and that's what people really have to understand. Now, like I said, Workhorse has 2 delivery vans. It's the C650, C1000 that are certified, ready to go, and what makes me really bullish on the stock is the fact that Workhorse is in an industry that is going to be very explosive. If you guys take a look about it worldwide, delivery vans are absolutely everywhere. People are always getting stuff delivered to their house. Even Amazon uses delivery vans, UPS, FedEx, even local businesses for catering and such also use delivery vans. The fact that Workhorse offers an EV delivery van that's ready to go makes me a lot more bullish about the stock itself. And the thing is about Workhorse, it's not just an idea. The fact of Workhorse in itself, it's not just an idea. It's not the fact that Workhorse stock is having this idea or these stock, but the thing is they have these vehicles made. They're ready to go. They're ready to drive. And it makes me a lot more bullish on Workhorse stock. I do think Workhorse stock, like I said, is going to land the USPS deal, but the fact that it just landed another deal for 6,300 vehicles, and it caused this 32.95% rally. For me, it's just making me a lot more bullish. The fact that Workhorse is doing its thing, really being there as a company for what it stands by, and that's producing EV electric delivery vans. Now, where do I put Workhorse stock at the end of the year as far as the price prediction goes? And this one, it's going to be a little bit tricky. For me, it's going to be really, really dependent on if Workhorse does land the USPS deal. I do think Workhorse is going to land the USPS deal, but let's say, for example, if it does, I could see the stock potentially hitting $50 to $60 by the end of the year. And like I said, with the USPS deal going on right now, they should have a decision by the second quarter. So I'm thinking sometime between the middle of 2021 or at the end of 2021 as well. Let's hope for the middle. And, if it doesn't land the USPS deal, I'm actually still quite bullish on Workhorse stock and still think the stock does have potential to hit around $40 to $50 just because Workhorse is in such a bullish industry, and I feel like it's a very slipped on EV company that not a lot of people pay attention to. I think people should be noticing Workhorse more because, like I said, the biggest thing, what really makes me super, super bullish on Workhorse is the actual industry they're in. It's the EV industry, which is growing rampantly. It's explosive, and a lot of people cannot even fathom how much growth the EV industry is actually having. But also the fact that Workhorse does delivery vans that are used all around the world, which makes my bullish case on Workhorse a lot better. And it makes me think that Workhorse stock is going to be doing something, in the near term and the long-term future. Now, looking at it from a bigger perspective, Workhorse stock is going to be a long-term hold, as a lot of EV companies are right now. And the biggest thing with Workhorse stock right now that people are really talking about is Workhorse going to be able to deliver. Right? People want to see the performance. People want to see the vehicles, how they run, and can Workhorse actually fill the order? Now, for me, as bullish as I am, I know that Workhorse is going to fill the order. Let's pray, let's hope. But looking at it from a bigger perspective, Workhorse needs to deliver here. They're getting a big opportunity, and they're growing super quick, and they're trying to expand as fast as possible. Now it's Workhorse's turn to really show what they can do and really to deliver to these companies that are coming to them and asking for these delivery vans. I do think Workhorse stock is a buy, guys. I do think Workhorse does have that explosive potential to be something a lot bigger. With that being said, guys, that's all I really have to say about the video. Let me know down in the comment section below, guys, what you think of Workhorse stock. Do you think Workhorse stock is a buy? $27.60. If you guys own Workhorse stock, how many shares do you guys own and what's your average? I'm always very curious to know. With that being said, guys, thank you. Have a great day.